Dear learners, how are you? I hope you are having a good time. This is going to be our second series on tips and tricks. Today our topic is exponents, and under these topics we are going to address three important subtopics, which are exponents laws, rational exponents, and exponential equation. Okay, on second I want to say that this series or these tutorials series are basically focused one for TOLC-E, TOLC-F and TOLC-F. But if you are aiming for TOLC-I, still you can watch these videos and have some ideas, because in TOLC-I there are sometimes problems comes from exponents, and as you know, you're not allowed to use calculator, so you should learn how you can operate or how you can solve complex exponents problem. So let's start. First of all, we are going to discuss about basic forms and formulas of exponents. Let's start. So what is the exponential notation, or how we can express an exponential term? Is simply we can express a power n, where a is the base and n is called exponents or index. So let's have an example. We can write 2 power 3, right? So this is a exponential term. Here 2 is the base and 3 is index or exponent. Okay, what does it mean? It means base, we have to multiply base by times equal to power, or index equal to index, so it gives us 8. Okay, so this is the answer or the value of 2 power 3. So if we write a general term a power n, what does it mean? It means we have to multiply a by multiple time. So we don't know n, but we can assume n is a number which could be 2, 3, 4, 5, infinity. So we can write like that: a multiply until n number, like n times. Okay, we can simply write like that. So a power n means a multiply by a till equal to index number. So in this particular case, base a belongs to R. So I already explained this real number. What means real number can be irrational, rational, like a irrational number 1 by 3, a rational number 2 by 3. R can be a prime number like 2. It could be a negative number minus 3, or negative fraction minus half. Okay, so all these numbers can be base a. How about n? N belongs to natural number. So in this particular case, we are not considering negative numbers, fraction, decimals, n only natural numbers. Yes, of course, there are some special cases. Let's say when a power 0 is not natural numbers. So in this case, the value of it is 1, and in this particular case base a can be 0, because if a becomes 0, it gives us 0 power 0, which is undefined. So this is our formula number 1, and this is formula number 2. Now let's discuss formula number 3. This is another special case when n doesn't belongs to natural number but a negative number. In that particular case, a negative n equal to, we can write 1 by a power n. In this particular case, you have to remember that a cannot be equal to 0, because if a becomes 0, it gives us 1 by 0, which is again not defined or undefined. Number 4, we can write similarly 1 by a power negative n, we can write equal to a power n. So these are the basic formulas of exponents. So let's do some mathematical problem or simplification, then we'll understood. Let's say 3 by 3 okay, 3 multiply 3, it gives us 3 power cube, because here we can see number of 3, or we multiply 3 in total 3 times, so number of n is 3, and of course what we multiply, it's 3, therefore our base a equal to 3, so we can write it this way. So it gives us 27. Now let's consider 3 power 0. It will give us, of course, 1 according to formula. Three minus 2, it will give us 1 by 3 square, so we can write 1 by 9. At this moment, we'll discuss about some exponential laws or formulas. Exponent laws. So the most prominent or well-known laws is when we multiply two exponential term like this, a power m multiply a power n equal to, we can write a power m plus n. So remember, the important things is your base must be equal. Okay, so simply we can have an example: 2 power 3 multiply 2 power 4, we can write 2 power 3 plus 4, which is 2 power 7. So this is our answer. Okay, so let's move on to our next formula. What if we divide two exponential terms like a power m divided by a to the power n? In this case, we can write a minus n, which will give us, okay, and let's have an example. The same example we can write 2 power 4 divided by 2 power cube, we can simply write 2 power 4 minus 3, 2 power 1 equal to 2. AB whole power n. So we can simply write a power n, b power n. I believe all of these equation you already studied, but just for recalling your memory, I'm writing it again. We can write another equation like this: a divided by b whole power n, a power n, b power n. Now let's have some mathematical problem so that you can understand. We'll simplify some mathematical term. Number 1, 3 power 2x multiply 3 power 5x. What would be the answer? So we can apply the equation like first law we learned here: a power n multiply a power m. So here we can see our base a is the same, only difference is the value of n. So in this particular case we simply write 3 power 2x plus 5x, which will give us 7x. Number 2, if you write 3 power 2x divided by, or we can write this way, 2x square then 5x cube. How we can simplify this problem? So 2 divided by 5 x square minus 3. So here base, remember until now we talked about we talked about base, we never used a variable, but this is first time where we used base in terms of x, which represents a variable. So remember, the value of n or a can be variable as well. We'll do more mathematical problem in future, just remember here. So we can simply write 2 divided by 5 here, x inverse. If we further simplify, 2 5x, this is our this is our answer after simplification. Let's do another problem. 16, I'm writing it again, 16 x cube y square divided by 4x y cube. So we can write it like 4, we can divide 16 by 4 times, and we can compare these two because the base is same here, base is x, and y will compare separately. So remember, when we'll simplify, of course we should remember in order to simplify we have to consider the same base, otherwise we cannot apply the formula. So in this particular case we can write 4x 3 minus 1 y square minus 3. So it will give us 4x square y inverse. So we can write 4x square y. This is our answer. At this moment, I like to give you a homework, like you can try at your home. 2 power 3x multiply 4 power x multiply 2 divided by 32 power x. So you can try it at home. Okay, so try at home, simplify it. Now let's move on to our next topic. Which is irrational exponents. Okay. So what is irrational exponents? When index or exponent is irrational number instead of whole number or prime number. Let's have an example. X power half. So this half or the index value n is a rational number. So in this case we can call this is a rational exponents. So this kind of problems usually comes in TOLC-I, TOLC-A, or F. Okay, so we can write different like this. Half, this is also rational numbers. 3, negative 0.5. This is also a rational expression of exponent. We can simply write 2x power negative 3. So this is also a rational expression, but 1 by 3 is irrational numbers. So we can consider 2x minus half. This is a rational expression. I have to correct myself. This is not irrational numbers. This is also rational numbers. Yes, 1 by 3 is repetitive numbers comes after decimals. So of course this is also rational numbers. So all these expression represents rational exponents, and remember this is very important for TOLC exam. You have to do calculation, and I can guarantee in TOLC-I, AB or F there must be a problem from this topic. So try, like, work hard in your home, practice a lot so that you can you don't do mistake in the real exam, because you are not allowed to use calculator. Therefore it's very important. We'll solve some problems. Let's have a problems like this. 0.00 16 1 by 2. How we can solve it? We can write 16 divided by 10,000 half how we can proceed. let's write 16, we can write 4 square, and 10,000 we can write 100 square. So what this half means here, this half can be written as a square root like this, and we know the square root of 4 square becomes 4, and square root of 100 square becomes 100. So we can further simplify 1 by 25. So this is our answer. So let's have some complex problems for you. More complex. Number 1, 27 minus 1 by 3. Number 2, number 3, number 4, so these 4 problems is homework for you. You can try at home. Now we like to move to our last topic, which is exponential equation. So exponential equations have the unknown variable in the exponent. Here are some examples. If we write 2 power x equal to 8, this expression represents exponential equation, and this kind of problems is very common in TOLC exam. You have to find out the value of x. So if we simplify this mathematical problem, we can write 8 in terms of 2 power cube, and remember, like see, 2 power x equal to 2 power cube. Only they can be equal when their exponents or index are same, right? Otherwise it's not possible. Therefore our answer is x equal to 3. So there is a general formula we can write. If a greater than 0 and a not equal to 1, so this is a properties of base, we can simply write a power x equal to a power y, then x equal to y. So if bases are the same, in that case we can write their powers also equal. Okay, but notice that if a equal to 1, this value of base, if a equal to 1, then x, y can be different. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's solve some problems. We can write a mathematical expression or equation like 3 twice x plus 3 equal to 27 power 2. We can write like this: if 3 power twice x plus 3 equal to 27 power 2, then what is the value of x? So we can write as I wrote previously. 27 can be expressed like this: 3 power cube and whole cube here is square. We can further simplify 3.2, it gives us 6. So from this equation we can see our base is 3, is the same. Therefore we can write twice x plus 3 equal to 6. Now we can write x equal to 6 minus 3 divided by 2, which will give us 3 by 2. So this is our answer. Can we do more complex problem? Yes, of course, we can make more complex problem, and in TOLC exam you will encounter more complex problem definitely. So let's have some example like that. You can try at home. Number 1, we can write a exponential expression like this: 2 power x minus 16, 3x plus 1 minus 9 equal to 0. So you have to solve it. Let's find out x equal to what. Okay. Number 2, we can write another mathematical problem: y minus 2y 1 by 4 plus 1 equal to 0. So let's find out what is the value of y. Number 3, if for x plus 5 equal to 0.5, then what is the value of x? Then what is the value of y? If 10 power x equal to 1, then let's find out the value of x. So let's have summary once again.